Missing out. Sorry. I don't know if that's allowed.
What? Oh wait, I
No
think
one
I think my
again.
mic. Okay, my mic looks like it's working now.
Woot
Okay.
woot. Can I get a beep beep?
Can I get a whoop?
Thanks.
Whoop. There we go. Let me get that whoop whoop. Let me hear that beep beep. Running her hands through my fro.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
All right, cool. So that's working now, and that's embarrassing because I did that whole entire introductory before, and nothing happened. So doing a quick introductory because our microphone wasn't on earlier. My fault. Marked is Chet. He is also a just graduated from the college within Evervale for the Empire. He is now an inquisitor known as the Grasp, or a part of an agency known as the Grasp, which are inquisitorial guardsmen who are meant to banish any belief that is not role thing. Also, anything that is magic. They need to quell anything that has any sort of magic essence, anything that refers to mages.
But I'm magic.
But he is magic because he has sworn
I've
his
imparted
life to
and a slave.
Rolfane and his pardon. So he is of course like a low class citizen with with mage skills, which isn't smart. But anyway, the human race isn't very smart.
I'm practically a slave.
Practically. So yeah, he works for Rolfane right now as an inquisitorial thing. There's also Rohkan, who is his friend, who is not going to be joining us this game, but he is also a rogue that was exiled and is now brought back to work and worship as Rolfane. Very close to the Hound, if you watch any of the Game of Thrones series, or have read the books. But it's just he's got that very he's for the king, but he's very doesn't really give a shit about the king. Or about like he has no code, but he is very all about the king. So anyway,
He is racist.
he is racist and a dick. There was their procession of their ceremony was interrupted last week by a group of shades, or a group of dark beings who were noticed to when they died. They disappeared. Their clothes all remained, but their bodies themselves just evaporated. And now Marked is trying to find a way into the Sworn's enemy faction, the Pack, trying to find their way into that, and now is waiting for a response from the honor guard and the higher ups. While we are, that's true. While we are, uh, while we are waiting for that to hear back from the honor guard, Marked is now on doing his own. He has to prove himself worthy, and is now doing his own little investigation on the side. And he has found a barrel, or there was a barrel that was confiscated with Dwarven runes on it. And they say that they keep cropping up all over the place. These empty barrels, and he's figured it. And he, through magic, has traced the steps of this barrel back to this carpenter's house. It looks like a blacksmith, but I couldn't find a blacksmith. I couldn't find a carpenter image. So anyway, he is now investigating this, or he's now questioning the carpenter, and just said, "Hey, guess what? You're going to be pardoned if you tell me everything. Just let me know so I can deal with it. Thank you. Sorry about that. Here we go." Okay, so the carpenter, he's like, "Oh well, if you promise that you're gonna uh, if you're gonna have if you're gonna pardon me, then I
You have my word.
yeah, okay. Well, I found this was found from a man named Seddon. He is from I you know what? I don't know. I found it in the marketplace on Tuesday. There was a place, and yeah, I can't. I don't know much more than that. I don't want to. There's a marketplace that opens up at noon, and they say that that you could probably find something there. That's all I'm telling you. Is that okay? Is that enough?
Is that all you know?
Yeah, yeah.
then it is enough. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate it, and let's agree this never happened.
Yeah. Let's. Thank you. For Rolfane, and he kind of does his the one-armed hand across the chest salute that that Evervale does.
I kind of like half-heartedly go like for Rolfane, like
Okay.
right. Um, I take the barrel and exit the building. Um, where did he say that it was? He said it was. What is it in the
It'll be
looking
in
at the
the.
map
It'll be in the. It's yeah. I think it's
in the
the
Crafters District?
Yeah, there'll be a marketplace. There's markets corners everywhere, but I'm just gonna have to probably find which one.
Yeah.
Um,
I there's I don't want to say what the city is for you. But is there like a big open square, like one like the biggest square of them all kind of thing
yeah, that can be one.
in the Crafters District?
Yeah, there's a more populated one that people go to. It's kind of used to be an old park, but just over the years, it's just been through footsteps, and it has just been worn to dirt. So people now just put up tents, and now is the market square.
Great. I take the barrel there, and I find a nice kind of shady spot, kind of towards the side of the square, like behind a couple of tents. Not behind, but like against one of the buildings. I just kind of plop the barrel down and sit down and kind of light up my pipe and like try to think about like what to do. And I try to think about, or I try to like overhear conversations. Like I'm just actively listening to the world around me.
Yeah. Okay. There are some people that are talking about how nice the seller's shields are that he has, and he does nice wooden stuff right next door, and the crafter right to the other side of you does a lot of glass work, which is very rare to see, but a lot of cool glass figurines, a lot of vials, a lot of
Are
stuff.
there any brewers in the square?
There is one brewer, but it does more herbalism stuff. But when you kind of sit there, and as you're sitting, someone approaches you. Excuse me, sir. You have. Is that the Ale Bolton Brewery?
Why?
Is that what that is?
Yeah,
Kinda,
yes.
Like, looks around.
Yes,
and
yes.
He's nervous because he doesn't want to be seen by any guards.
I kind of like.
Even though you're kind of wearing the regalia, he doesn't quite. He's never seen your deep purple, and like he doesn't quite get it because he's never seen. Because you guys, there's the sworn who are all a uniform guard, military branch, and you guys are a more of a free, liberal when it comes to.
Yeah. We're like
tax
detectives
code.
versus
Yeah,
cops.
exactly.
Yeah. I kind of quickly, like, just because I don't want to be noticed, I just kind of quickly, like, grab my arm, I cross my arms, like, yeah, like, covering my
Yeah, 'cause he
armband.
doesn't quite get it. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, yes, it is. Yes, it is that.
And he's
Would you,
okay, because my wife is she's gotten rather ill, and I'm afraid that we won't be able to I won't be able to see her much longer, if you know what I mean. If I don't have some of that I could get to her, you know.
well, I was actually wondering, I'm here to return this to the cellar, to refill it actually. But if you could help in some way, I would most definitely give you some of this ale, to help your poor wife.
All right. Roll me a bluff. Let me grab my dice because I forgot them.
What would I do for bluff? Performance. Or deception. Sorry, deception. Whoop. Oh, come on, roll. All right. Huh.
Deception, actually. Or persuasion.
Yeah, I did
Where's
this.
the hell they are.
Oh, persuasion. Can I do? Can I try persuasion?
Okay. What was that?
Can I try persuasion since I just rolled a 4?
Oh, deception. Oh, yeah, it would be deception.
Whatevs. I'll take the 4.
Yeah, he goes, sir, I don't know if he does refills. How does he, where have you, I haven't heard him to, you don't know what you're doing either, do you?
How tall is this man?
He's a little shorter than you. Little wider.
Cord, I'm like 6'5". I'm a tall man.
So you are. He
I am a
is
Mythrandir.
probably around 5'6". Very scrawny.
All right.
He's got like dirty garb on, like stained clothes, and he's just got this wiry beard that he calls a beard coming in.
All right. I just kind
High
of
forehead.
stand in front of him, like he's like kind of close to me because we're speaking very low.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of stand and tower above him.
You guys like, oh, all right.
And I'm like, what is your wife sick with?
She's got a terrible pain in her leg from a cat scratch, and she is gone ill from it.
Fever.
She's got cat scratch fever, and so our cat bit her last week, and she has got the swollen hasn't gone down, and the swelling hasn't gone down, and she's gotten very ill.
I just kind of like nod and listen, and I'm like, if I can help your wife, if I can heal your wife, will you tell me where I can find this the cellars of this ale?
That's what I'm trying to do too, sir. I'm trying to find where I can find the ale.
If I can heal your wife without the ale, will you tell me? Will you help me?
I don't even know where to find him, sir. That's what I hope you were gonna sell it to me.
I kind of like plop back down on top of the barrel, and light up my pipe and try to think for a bit. Well, if where is your wife?
She's back at my house, sir.
Take me to her.
All right, I can do that. He drags his feet and gets. He drags his feet and shuffles towards the warehouse district. Actually, where are you guys? You guys are in the. You guys are.
We're in the crafters district.
Yeah, he takes you down to a couple blocks to the agricultural district, and under an apartment building or someone's house, he kind of wheels into this cellar. He lives in the cellar of someone else's house, and he's like, "Oh, right down this way, sir." And then she's laying on the bed, laying on some wood with a blanket and a pillow, and you hear a baby crying in the other room. Or around the partition, and she's asking if immediately when you walk towards the down the stairs, he kind of scrambles towards the baby, or kisses his wife hello, and then goes towards the baby and tries to introduce you. This man says he's going to help you, sir. I never got your name.
My name is I like think for a second because I almost say marked.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've been called for like I don't know, something like 16 years.
And a half, yeah.
Or like 10 years. Yeah. And I just go my name is Ayer.
Oh.
Mine's Randall.
Randall. And
This is Gertrude. And that one over there is Christopher.
I kind of like wag my big bony finger at the baby. Like, hello, hello,
Hey,
little
yeah,
baby.
baby. And he's like, "Oh, excuse me, I need to tend to the baby." And then he kind of like walks away and tries to hush the baby while the baby's still crying. And then
I
she kind of looks very sick. She's very pale. Her leg is under the blankets, and she doesn't. She's got sort of a pail next to them, and it looks like it's full of some sort of foul-smelling stew. You can only assume it's vomit.
yeah.
She
Um,
goes, sorry, I didn't clean up. I meant to.
I just kind of
didn't
like
expect company.
I kneel next to her and like feel her forehead and her heart. And I say that, and I just go, "That's perfectly fine, dear. You know, there's no cleaning to do except your insides, it seems." And I'm trying not to puke next to this bucket of
Next to the
puke.
bucket of puke. You take a look at the bucket and you're like,
I kind of like scoot it away with my leg.
She kind of looks away in embarrassment, or like looks down in some sort of embarrassment. But yeah, her heart is beating very fast, and her head is burning.
Um, I know I don't have like a heal spell. Um, but can I like try to heal her with
Do you have
like
medicine?
or is there like
Yeah,
yeah,
you
can
have
I
medicine. You could do a medicinal check.
all right, I'll do that. If it'll let me. There we go.
Yeah, and I'll give you inspiration. It doesn't really matter because you're just rolled 15s. Yeah. The best thing to do at this moment is to amputate. Without a proper heal spell, which aren't even allowed in. Is either amputate the leg, or B, raise time and try to find a barrel for her, or at least some ale for her.
I just very politely turn to Randall and I go, "There's a way I can help your wife, but I will need you to take the children out of the house. Is that all right?"
I could do that, yeah. Sure. But what are you gonna do to her? It's just, I don't like leaving any stranger with my wife, you know. And as sick as she is, she can't defend herself. You know what I mean?
I have like a small white ring on my pinky,
Okay.
and I take it off and kind of hand it to him, and I go, "If I cannot help your wife, you can keep this ring."
Okay. But what? How's
And
that? What's
I
this
just kind of
ring?
like,
He kind of walks away. As
yeah, I
he's
just kind of like,
Yeah, he's still kind of confused and holding the baby. And as he's walking up the stairs, what's this ring? This ring better be worth more than my love for my wife. That's all I got. And he walks away as he's walking away. I don't think any ring is gonna be more than this. And then it kind of fades out into the distance of the night.
I go in,
She
get,
she kind of like looks nervous at you. As her eyes look up from her embarrassment back at you now.
I go and like
Worry.
soak a cool cloth and like put it on her forehead.
Okay.
And I just kind of sit down on the floor next to her, like Indian style.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, "Look, miss, I'm not sure how to say this, but you do not have much time. I know you know that." But
She starts crying.
I like take her hand and go, "I am a wizard. I am a hand of Rolfane. I'm here to help you. If I can," and this is completely up to you.
She
You can
looks
tell me.
a little nervous at the fact that you said that you're the hand of roll, or you're a hand of roll thing. It scares her a little bit, but she realizes there's nothing to be scared of. She's just never met someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never been touched by someone that has that close to the Emperor. You're not even that close to the Emperor because you've never even know who he is. But she would just never expect that.
The only way I can help you
And then
right
suddenly
now.
it clicks about why you're wearing gold and purple. You know?
Her husband doesn't know.
Still doesn't quite get it.
The only way that I can help you right now is to remove your leg.
I need my leg. How am I going to move from place to place? How am I going to carry my baby and stand?
I have ways I kind of like rack my brain for a way that I can solve this problem.
Yeah.
Is there like I don't know if I can roll something.
I meant to tell you guys that this at Evervale, because there's no magic and because it's inhabited by humans, you have to think that it's been probably about 100 years. They're starting to their technology is progressing more than any fantasy would because there's no magic. So it's kind of very steampunky, and the gears are. And I keep forgetting to mention that. So that probably helps a lot in the whole imagining stuff. It's this like a plague punk, gear heavy city, and outside of the city, of course, there's none because it's magic. But so parts are easy to find if you're going to make something weird. But
yes, I think back to the carpenter, and I tell her I have a man who owes me a deal. Now, there are many items now that will help you get around just as easily as you would with a normal leg. The other option is that I can go back to my library and try to find a cure. But I honestly do not think that we have time for that.
Okay, and then she sort of stares off into the distance as her tears are drying from crying, and she doesn't really say much, and then slow, somber tears start again, but there's no crying this time. It's just a mix of rage and confusion and sadness. But I guess and then she looks at you a couple moments later and nods.
I have like a sleep powder in my little bandolier of pockets.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of hold it under her nose and ask her to smell it. Just to like knock her out while I do this.
Okay.
Put her maybe back in the pack. I sit and go through one of my books.
Didn't take much, but she did immediately fall asleep. I mean, because she's already working.
What's that?
Her body's so exhausted that didn't take much. It didn't take long.
It didn't take much.
Pass out, yeah.
Yeah, she kind of just she like took one whiff and was just out.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull a book out of my pocket and start flipping through it. It's an illegal book. It's a magic book. It's a magical medicine book.
Okay.
And it talks about amputation. I'm like reading a section on removing limbs and replacing them with just kind of like energy for a brief time. Like almost an aura that will support the body. Like a peg leg of energy.
Okay. You're looking for just something. You're looking for
just something
sort of magical.
Something to remove the leg, but with magic, so that it can be almost entirely painless.
Okay. You have heard of dark magical spells that can remove stuff like that, but besides the fact that magic isn't even allowed, Dark magic is, of course, I don't know how your character feels about dark magic, but that's, of course, much more rare to find the spell for. But also, make a... Actually, what's your...
1 sec.
Yeah.
All right. All magic is illegal, so I'm okay with dark magic.
Okay. So, okay,
Like
yeah,
within a circumstance.
Yeah, so yeah, legal, like, okay, but you still need to find something, you still gotta figure out where there's gonna be dark magic that you could even
Yeah.
get the spell for.
Do I have to cut off her leg? I'm really not feeling cutting off her leg. I already knocked her out, Cord.
Yeah, this would be the time where Colin would come in and
Just lob it off.
yeah,
Like,
he's like, all right, move over. Yeah, or you can get someone else to. I mean, the city's full of people.
yeah, but
You just don't want to have it done.
Well, yeah, I'd like to do it in a way that's not going to hurt later.
Oh, yeah. Well, with a medicinal check, maybe you can do it. I mean, it's also definitely a medicinal check. You could ask someone from any contacts you have within the sworn. You also have the carpenter who probably has a saw.
All right. I kind of just burst out the door, run right past the father.
Excuse me, how's she doing in there?
And I just keep going, and I run right to the carpenter.
Okay. It's the sun is slowly setting, or it's like it's late in the afternoon. He's kind of he kind of comes back in. And he's like, "Yeah, can I help you? What's up? What's the matter? Why are you back?" That's pretty much what he's asking. Hi. Why are you?
Well, I have a question before I use my action. Can I have like a persuasion powder? Like just for this moment.
Why don't you just roleplay?
Or should I roll for persuasion?
Well, you roleplay, and then I'll see what kind of bonus I can give you.
Okay.
Towards
I need your help desperately. So you don't. I need your help.
With.
A woman is sick, and I have no means of. I kind of like take a big gulp, and I'm just gonna go amputation.
Okay. So you need my saw? You need to borrow. Well, yeah, sure. Here, he just kind of tosses you one of his logging saws.
I like hot potato it and throw it right back. And I'm like, no, I cannot do it myself because of magical reasons, obviously. And I like kind of show my thing, and I'm like, magic, sorry, can't do it.
Yeah.
So you've sworn against blades?
Something like that. A very complicated reason why I cannot cut this woman's leg off. And I would absolutely, I would appreciate it very much if you could help me with this. And after the fact, I will pay you to make a wooden or a piece for her to use as a leg.
So you want me to cut off her leg and then build something for her leg? I'll build it, but I cannot cut through the first part. There are certain things a man should not do, and that is harm a woman. And
and you're telling me that I should do it. So what's the difference
I think
here?
you should find someone else to do it. I would look probably. Where are you guys? You guys are in the warehouse or the residential or architectural?
Yeah, we're in the
You're, like, a
the
couple streets
crafter.
lower. Yeah. Oh yeah, now you are. I don't know where the slums are. You could probably make it to the slums.
Time is short, friend. Please.
Well, I know there are people in the slums, I'm sure, that can do anything for a pretty penny. Or any sort of penny.
Um, I will. Can you help me out? Can you point me to anyone specifically that you know?
Try the rat's tooth inn.
The rat's
That's,
tooth. I like kind of scrawl it on my hand.
and
Um,
I'm sure they could someone there would probably be able to help.
I will hold you to this.
Okay.
And I kind of like I just like on a dime spin around and like
Yeah.
bolt out the door. Um, and I go to
Oh, and
the
as you're leaving, he goes, as you're running away, he goes, before you do it, I need to see her leg so I can, I need measurements for her leg. So yeah, about an hour goes by, or 45 minutes goes by, and you, through riding on people's carts, you actually hitched a ride with another sworn cavalryman, and towards the Rat's Tooth. The Rat's Tooth Inn is this kind of this ocean water blistered wood, almost right on the surface or right on the shore. Right? Am I looking at the slums in the right spot?
yeah, no, you got it.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
underneath the yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like the armpit, and yeah, and it just smells like rotting food. Just the air down here just smells like people and fingers. And you go inside, and it's just there's a out of tune piano plinking away, and there's a group of big men just sitting at a table. Looks like they're playing some sort of cards.
I walk in and kind of very like stealthily, quote unquote, reach into my.
People do look at you like you don't belong there. You are the cleanest thing in the slums right now.
I like
As
check to
flustered as
see.
you are.
I check to see how much money I have.
Okay, you.
Um,
I don't even know how much money you have.
I didn't. I don't know if I rolled for it or not. I don't.
That's all right.
I don't think.
I'll do it right now. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
Well,
I'll be
I am.
generous too because you're working for.
Yeah, I'm working for Rollthane. I have a decent amount, I'm sure. Or where's my inventory? No, I didn't roll for it.
Yeah, I remember that we did not for some silly reason. Maybe we forgot.
And I'm also a noble.
Yes, you are. Let's see. I don't know if it's in the.
There is it's like something plus my something modifier. Like I have to roll a crap, I think a D8.
I don't know if it's in the equipment section.
1 second, I will be right back.
Yeah. Alright, you back?
What's that?
I gave you 110 gold pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just kind of shout to the room,
Okay.
who would be willing to do something for 5 gold pieces?
They all.
Oh, wait, no, I say, who would be willing to cut off a limb for 5 gold pieces?
5. One guy goes, make it 12 and I'll do it.
Sir, I will make it. I think how much gold I have. I will make it 7, and you will not get arrested for cutting off someone's limb.
All right, deal.
Yes. I kind of like have a mental self 5 moment, and like go over to him and like explain the situation. And I go, sir, and I go to shake his hand and then realize how dirty he is, and then just kind of refer to him as sir the entire time. Like, well, sir, I have to heal. And I immediately realize how little time I have and grab him by the arm and drag him out of the bar.
Okay.
Like,
What did you do?
look, we don't have much time. A woman is dying, and I need you to amputate her leg. I cannot do it myself.
Okay.
But I will pay you your 7 gold pieces. 8. I said 7. I'll give you 8. That was quick. And then we will be settled, and you can leave and do whatever it is you want to do, and you will not be persecuted for severing and mutilation of someone's body. How does that sound?
Whatever.
I kind of like wave like a cart down.
Yep, some rickety old milk jug cart comes by.
And I take out a piece of gold, and I'm like, will you take us to the agricultural district?
Sure. And I don't know how. I hope you don't need to go there as fast as possible. Or he says, I don't. Let's see how Winifred takes us. And it's just this old donkey just kind of gallops a little faster.
Can I enchant the donkey?
I don't think you have an enchant the donkey spell.
Do I have an enchant donkey spell?
I'm gonna buff the donkey.
Just. I want to give Winifred
Mage
youth.
hand. You could. You can. You do have spells that you can do to help it.
I mean, I don't want to hurt it.
Well, yeah. Your cantrip. You have mage hands. You could slap it on the butt.
All right, I'm gonna go slap that donkey on the butt.
Okay, you just go. The donkey starts trotting at a faster clip, faster than probably about as fast as you would running or jogging. You try to slap it some more. It starts to sprint a little, and then it starts to slow back down. So it's only going to reach this one thing. But the sun is starting to set, and you reach the agricultural district in Randall's house.
I just kind of leave. Randall's still outside.
Randall has made it inside now.
He's inside?
Yeah, he's kind of tucking the baby away for dinner, or for tucking away the baby for sleeping or bedtime.
Is the wife still out?
Yeah, she's still in the bed. I'm putting quotes.
She's still asleep, I mean.
Yeah, she's no, she's sort of like stirring, but she's not asleep.
I just kind of like usher this big hulking stranger in, and just kind of I like lift the baby and like kind of carry it out here because I don't know what to do with the baby.
Yeah.
And like grab Randall by the collar of his shirt and just kind of pick him up and carry them out into the street and plop him down.
Where we going?
And give the baby to him, and then I go back and I close the door and lock it.
Okay.
And just to like be sure, I take some of this sleeping powder and kind of put it over her lip, like on her upper lip.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just going to constantly inhale it.
In her nostrils. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
And I hand my good man, here, take this saw. And I realize that there's just nothing around to like do this with. So
Yeah.
I have the remains of that Rolfane cape or cloak.
Yeah, you see the sir, or the big oaf starts to, as soon as you give it to him, he goes, all right, and he starts just walking towards the with it raised, ready. He's like, okay.
One moment, and I just kind of take the ratty cloak out of my my satchel, like the torn up cloak, and like lay it under her, so like blood doesn't get everywhere,
Okay.
like all around. And then I just kind of like please.
Okay. Yeah. So he starts sawing away at it. She stirs a little, but still no screaming or waking up. Probably from the pain is kind of stirring her, but she starts doing short of breath, and then she starts to inhale deeply, and when she inhales deeply, she starts to fall back into sleep. But yeah, it starts to bleed, it starts to get profuse, and then it starts hitting the bone, where you just hear the
Yeah. I like wince a lot and just kind of like
yeah, knuckle bite. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
I
about
start smoking my pipe.
about a half hour goes by, or about 10 minutes go by, and he tears the skin, and he's like, all right, there you go, and he just turns to you and drops the he has the leg in one arm, or one hand, well, one arm, because it's probably 45 pounds or so, and then he's got his palm out in the other.
I give him the 7, and then I go, I will give you 2 more if you take that leg to the carpenter and tell him to make an exact replica of it.
Where will I find you to get this to go?
I wonder if I can trust him fully. And I go, I will give you 1 of those gold pieces now and return to me after, and I will give you the other.
All right.
So I give him 1 more piece of gold, and I'm about to give him the second. I go, and just kind of like usher him away.
Okay, and he goes, and he's got the leg over this dripping leg over his.
Wait.
Yeah.
And I look around the room. Is there like a burlap sack or anything in the room?
Got like an old potato sack that there's probably 3 potatoes in that they've probably been using to eat.
I take whatever potatoes are left out and put them on like their table.
Like on the barrel, like the least dirtiest surface you could find.
Yeah, and then I bring the sack to him, and I'm like, in here, put it in here first.
And he's like, oh yeah. And thud, and then he just grabs it, and then probably drags it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a way I can like heal her wounds, enough that like the pain will be something like a headache, like something very minuscule? Can I use medicine?
Yeah, use a medicine check and I'll let you know.
Shit. Sorry, kids. Yo!
Yeah, so if you could just stop the bleeding, and also probably you're thinking that maybe with your frost spell you can probably stop the bleeding and numb the area.
I take like a frosty hand, like I start concentrating energy in my hand, and it becomes almost like
frost.
I know. I'll roll for Ray of Frost, but
No, you don't need to roll.
I just wanted.
You would just have to use the
well,
slot.
then All right, then I'll use the slot, but I want to describe it differently.
Is it a cantrip? I don't remember. Yeah, of course.
Well, it's a cantrip. Then I don't have to take up a slot. It's a cantrip.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, just use the cantrip.
So I'm going to use the cantrip. But I'm going to describe it differently.
Of course.
Because I'm an actor. But I start
smiled
like
and
trying to
pointed at the screen, but you didn't see me. So yeah. I was like, but all right.
It's okay. The Twitch page is like really far behind for me. So so I like start concentrating on my hand really hard. To the point where the rune that's burned onto my neck starts to like glow a little bit.
Okay. Starts to freeze, or actually like frost.
It's like
that as well.
Yeah, it starts to like crisp over. And I like take this kind of like energy, this like cold energy, and hold it. Like I lift her leg up, which is really hard and really disgusting for me to do. Yeah. So I'm like wincing as I do this, and I'm like,
You use a stick, or like a chair.
I use my staff to like lift her leg and
just kind of press.
Apply the magic to it, and it starts to cauterize the wounds, essentially, like almost like an ice burn.
Definitely, yeah.
It just frees.
The skin blackens around the wound, and as the wound freezes into some sort of ice. And then, but yeah, so she, and then you could assume that you could do what you just have to wait for some sort of leg.
Great. I am done, and I have like some spare bandage, or there's a section of the cape or the cloak that is not dirty, like that has not been bloodied. So I kind of tear that piece off and wrap it around the stump. Take the cloak away, like wrap it up, and try to like make it look as okay as possible for me to carry under my arm. And then I open the door and kind of usher Randall in.
Yep. And he's like, what's going on? Is everything all right? I heard. Are you guys sawing?
Randall, I have something that's not going to be pleasant to hear, but something that will also be pleasant to hear.
I don't like the first part of that.
Well, we'll see what you think of the whole thing.
Okay.
So, under your wife's she agreed to this. I promise, and you can ask her when she wakes up, that the only possible action was to cut off her leg.
You okay?
But good news. Double good news, actually. So she's perfectly fine now. And I will. She's great. She's great. She's perfectly healed, minus the leg gone. But I think that's a worthy price.
That bloody sack was that man was carrying.
Her leg, yes.
What's he gonna do with her leg? That's disgusting.
The leg will be properly disposed of. I promise. I will go take care of that myself. But the carpenter is fashioning her a new wooden leg for her to use, and that will be entirely on me. Do not worry. So,
thank you.
All in all, not the greatest thing, but a important thing. I start to look through I like go to grab my thesaurus, and then I like just give up.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. What do I thank you? How could I ever thank you? I'm not sure how I feel about my Gertrude only having one leg, but I mean, as long as she's all right and she can see little Christopher grow up, then I guess that's fine with me.
Brew her a pot of morning tea, and just hold it under a mug under her nose, and this will wake her up. This will release her from the slumber I put her in. There will be some slight pain, uh, but the new leg should be coming soon. And if you need any more alleviation from severe pain, you may find me in the library of the ancestors near the in the military district.
All right, I can try that. Thank, thank you. I really thank you, and Mr. Ear, Ear.
Ear, yeah, yeah, you're right. You've got it. I have like a major headache right now. Like my character is
Yeah.
just like,
Really, just.
"Ar- great, great, awesome, great day.
All right. Yeah. Thanks. You hear that? Mommy's gonna be okay. He's tickling the sleeping face of Christopher in his arms. The baby eats the best out of everyone in that family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
Big chubby baby.
yeah, big chubby baby, but yeah. So yeah. Now you've got a leg that you got to go find, and
I do have a favor to ask of you, Christopher.
yeah. What was it? No, Randall.
Or Randall. Randall.
What
My
is that?
his headache is like so bad. He like while he's talking to Randall, he takes out his pipe and starts packing it in front of him. Like while looking him in the eye, packing his pipe. Randall, do you know anyone with a connection to those barrels of ale?
I was gonna go look for a man named Sedin. I thought that was you.
Sedin?
Selden, yeah, something like that. Selden, I don't remember.
But well, where did you hear about the barrels?
I heard them from it was a couple of mates of mine who were drinking in the town, and they said that they heard of this cool new drink from this dwarf who helps people, and I figured I'd give it a shot.
Do you know where this dwarf is?
The dwarf. No, I was hoping Sedin would let me know.
I light my pipe and just kind of like nod. And then I remember that I have to go get her leg. And I practically spit my pipe out. And
You just
like
fumble it. The embers are flying everywhere. And you're like, oh.
and I just kind of put my hand on his shoulder very like roughly, just boom. And I go, "Thank you, Randall. I'll go get the leg."
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Thanks. Good luck, I guess.
And I make my way to the blacksmith or the carpenter.
Okay. Yeah. So the carpenter is inspecting the leg, and he's kind of got a piece of log around the same size next to it, and he's kind of like looking at them and trying to figure out how he can like get a hinge, and where, and like what, and all that stuff, and like how to fit it. If he should break it into pieces or if he should just make a peg. And he goes, just the person I wanted to see. What were you thinking for this? Were you thinking a peg? Were you thinking a crutch? Were you thinking a hinged knee? Were you thinking a hinged ankle as well? What were you thinking?
Is it
This is in fact your pocket we're looking at.
where was the wound was above the knee?
Yeah, the wound was above the knee.
It was like thigh, like
Yeah,
right above.
there. Yeah, right above.
Okay. I would require both a knee and an ankle socket.
Okay, could do that. It's gonna probably be a couple days. But I could do it for 3 platinum, which is 30 gold.
3 platinum. How about... I'm thinking of how much gold I've spent today. Uh,
Yeah.
Oh,
how about I give you...
I should tell Colin that he can watch this. He's like, oh, I can't right now. I'm distracted. I was like, cool.
What is he doing? Like, what is
he-
so incredibly distracting?
He's stressing about his job. He was cut earlier today. He had a 10-hour
Oh.
shift and they cut him like probably 3 hours into it. So he's like, really, like money's hard.
That sucks. So I will give you I'm still smoking my pipe. It's empty now, but like the pipe weed like almost flew out of it on
Oh,
the
yeah.
way over, like as I was running to the blacksmith. So it's empty, but I'm still like trying to smoke it actively.
Yeah.
How about I give you 15 gold pieces and I don't arrest you for partaking in magical ales. How about that?
And he goes, I don't know. You already told me you weren't gonna do that, and I helped you earlier.
I start feeling like really bad about trying to hold that against him.
Yeah, and he's like, he's like, now you're gonna go
And-
back and do that? That's not. Come on.
And like I start to feel like really guilty about it, and I go and give him like 35 gold.
Yeah. And okay. Yeah. So within a couple days, you give him the 35, and he's like, "All right, well, yeah, I can do that." And he quoted you a couple days, but he could probably get it done. He's like, "I could work on this all day tomorrow, and probably get it done by tomorrow night." If all goes
I
well.
go back and tell Randall and his wife that it will be done within a day.
Cool.
And
Hey, thank you again. Man, never a dull moment around here.
I wonder, Randall, could you tell me the names of your friends who spoke of the ale?
Well, yeah, there was Bobo, Chester, and then there was Crayfish.
And where do you
Snickers at Crayfish?
is there something about crayfish?
Oh no, he's just a funny guy. Just thinking
Well,
about
where do you
things
know
he
them
says.
from?
Oh, we all fishing buddies.
Fishing buddies. Do they also reside in the agricultural district?
I believe, they all reside, Crayfish is from the slums, and, old Chester is from, agricultural, and I think, and Bobo Bobo lives right upstairs.
Well, Bobo it is. And I go and just kind of like out of their cellar area, like right up the storm door and
Yeah.
knock, like give a great big like boom 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 on Bobo's door.
A very stocky or kind of very a very muscular man opens up the door, and when I say muscular, I mean like his barrel-chested pecs and arms, pretty much, and very scrawny legs. Opens up the door. He's like, "Yeah, can I help you?" I don't want to if you're trying to convert me to more Rolfane shit.
No, I'm not trying to convert anyone. I was just wondering if you knew anything. My wife is very sick. She has. I can't think of anything
Yeah.
like to convince this guy. I'm like, she has cat scratch fever.
Okay.
and I've heard that you have knowledge of the magic ale.
That's weird. My buddy has. Randall, the guy lives downstairs. His wife got attacked by a cat the other day. It's weird.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's what he told me, and that's why I'm here now. Very similar situation.
Yeah. So are you helping him, or are you?
He's helping me right now, actually. But
I'm very confused. Okay, well, yeah, no, I heard about this guy named Seddon, who has been dealing these barrels. He's been doing them bottle by bottle, but now I guess they're able to upgrade to kegs. And I guess I don't know. I guess he could be found somewhere in the market.
do you know which or where in the market he can be found?
He's usually wearing a big hat.
A big hat. That I'm like writing in a journal the entire like taking copious notes.
He's like, are you gonna arrest him? I mean,
No. I need his help. How could I arrest him?
All right. Is there anything else? Like
What
for
can
to
you
leave.
what can you tell me about him?
I don't.
What does he look like, if I may?
He's got like a broken nose.
A broken nose.
Or he's got like a real crooked face and a broken nose, and wears a big hat. It's probably gonna be easy to find.
I mindlessly am like packing my pipe as he's talking, just like listening. Like, okay, yeah, definitely, yeah, broken face, totally. Um, and which market could I see him at?
The one right up the road.
Right up the road. Wow, thank you so much. But Bobo, thank you.
As you're
So
right in the middle of your thank yous, he's already shut the door.
okay, well, um, and I go and sit in the market, even though it's like the middle of the night, and then I
Yeah,
realize that it's the middle of the night.
Everybody's packing up. Yeah, you sit there for a while and you're thinking about your day and cooling off, and then you start hearing someone talk about. You start hearing someone talk to your left, just one voice in the particular, and for some reason you turn your head and you see this guy with a big. He's just in like normal garb, but he has this very elaborate hat with like this broken. It was a huge feather, but now it's like this cut feather. And he looks over at you, and you see that he's got this snarl face and a broken nose.
I approach him, and
Baga.
compliment him on his hat. Sir, I quite admire your hat.
And I admire you for getting out of my business.
Oh,
Sworn. Mocked. He spits at your feet.
look, friend, is this the guy? Like, I'm so certain that this is the guy.
Yeah, this is 7.
Like,
Why, yeah.
like I'm sitting there. I'm like, no, this is totally him. Like, come on, this is him.
Yeah.
I kind of lean in because I mean, how tall is he?
He's 6'2", 6'3". He's a tall, wiry old man, or older.
I just kind of put my staff right in front of me and like lean on it
Okay.
and lean in and go, friend, if you're going to mock me for being marked, I can mark you for selling ales of magic.
Roll an intimidation.
Da, 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 da. I'm probably gonna have to refresh the page.
Oh, you have advantage because of all this role playing.
Ah, come on.
That's right, 16's not bad. He goes, very well. Sorry, how can I help you?
Tell me what you know of the ales. I don't mean to arrest anyone. I just need information.
You're not arresting me?
Not unless you make another smart-ass remark.
Alright, well, I get the ales from a man named, he's a dwarf from the Low District. His name is Thalgro Thanine Elbottom. He's a brewer.
Do you know?
He's been helping us out in Evervale for quite some time.
Do you know his personal name? His third name? Do you know his personal name?
I do not. I believe it's. I've heard someone say Thneen before, but I don't know if that's it.
I take out my journal and go to writing it, and then as I open it, I realize that it's already in there because I've thought it.
Yeah.
Like I've actually actively thought about it being in the journal, so I close my journal and put it back in my sleeve and just kind of sit there with my hand in my sleeve, listening to him talk. And I look kind of ridiculous.
They're kind of. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know. He doesn't have a brewery in the Low District. It's more of a. It's more of an import and export office, I guess, or shipping and receiving. It's he gets stuff delivered from outside of the harbour, but I believe he does all his work, all of his trading from there.
Do you know if he is the only dwarf in the operation in Evervale?
That I do not know.
I appreciate your help. I would advise keeping your head down in the next couple of weeks.
Appreciate it.
Do these ales have healing powers?
I'm supposed to advertise that. Whether or not they do, I have no idea.
I kind of very disappointingly sigh. I'm very sad that they actually don't. Or that it's only rumored that they do.
I mean, the only healing, within the walls are that of Rothane's blessing. You know that. He's mocking you and mocking the religion, this theology of the Empire.
I just kind of smile and nod. As I thank him cordially, not excitedly, but as I should. And as I walk away, I'm going to cast a ray of frost. Just right where he's standing, just in the area where he's standing, and around his legs.
Okay.
For being an asshole. Should I roll it as an attack?
No, it's fine. He actually, roll it as an attack.
Yo.
Nice. So where exactly did you want it? You can critically hit him if you want.
I have it go. I just kind of as I'm walking away, I turn to face him and go to say, I raise my finger as though I was going to say something, and then just flick it down, and kind of mist of frost uh, encircles his feet and goes all the way up past his knees.
Okay. Yeah.
And
A misty.
and over
Sorry, you.
oh and over his mouth, and as it uh, covers his mouth, I just kind of look him in the eye. I like return and look him in the eye and go, magic is a mean mistress, isn't she?
Yeah.
And then I proceed to leave.
Cool. Yeah, so you turn, and like this ray of icy mist shoots from your finger, freezing his legs, and another mist, weaker mist, shoots from your pinky, and that one hits his mouth. And he kind of, his eyes widen. He was looking down at his feet freezing, and then when his mouth and lips kind of freeze tight, he tries to open. You could see his jaw behind his lips move, but you don't see the lips parting. And then and then he looks at you, and then as you start speaking, he kind of looks in horror as you walk away.
Cool.
Nice. And you're gonna gain inspiration from that as well. But yeah, so now you've got a lead.
Yeah, he should be neutral. He should be like almost neutral, shouldn't he?
Lawful neutral.
Yeah.
You follow the law, but
Yeah, but he has a tendency for not wanting to follow the law.
yeah. Well, yeah. But you're chaotic good. You'd be chaotic good. But
That'll do. That'll do, pig.
that'll do big. And so yeah, you've got a lead to the low district. There's some sort of office there. He kind of gave you a little bit more information on where it is. And yeah,
Do we want to continue?
if you like, do you want
Sure.
it? Okay. Yeah, I don't really have any. I mean, Rachel will probably maybe be home soon, but I mean, we could stop whenever.
What a bitch.
What a bitch. So yeah, the
Your fiance.
yeah.
Fiance. Flips table.
And twins. I don't know why I said that.
Twins.
And twins. And so yeah, the
What time is it?
in real life?
Not in real life, in the world. I mean, I know it's past sundown.
Yeah, it's about 9, 8, 9 or 8.
All right. Since I couldn't do it earlier because we changed what was happening, I'm going to go back to my library and try to research everything I can about the information that was given to me.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, the Thanine legacy is they were actually a war clan, and over the late years, what's his name? What's his name? Oh, Thalcro.
Yeah.
Actually, the last living member of his clan didn't like the military and went and joined, or actually everything that you know of Thanine legacy has been eliminated. They were a war clan.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all you can get. You could only guess that he is of the same Thanine legacy. Maybe he just took
Copy
over
the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ba-da-ba. So I just saw the message, Skype me in, you fool.
Oh yeah, Drew. Skype me in your phone. I was like, no.
Come on.
I was like, he doesn't have a character. He's just gonna probably come in and be like, so what do you blah blah blah, or he'll like make a character as we're doing it.
I mean, great. Awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, I could probably, but whatever.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I've spent like a decent amount of time, like a couple hours, just sifting through books in my observatory. Um, and it's like that time, and I go and I reach under the desk and pull out my finals, quote unquote, ale or my tonic,
Okay.
and just like take a swig, seal it up, and as soon as I put it on the desk, like as soon as it touches the desk, I'm out.
Okay.
Um, and I wake up uh, like as the sun starts to rise. Like that's how, because it works within an hour. So I've been working most of the night.
Okay. So yeah, you wake up as the sun does, and the long shadows of your tower stretch along most of the city from your perspective.
I make my way.
The same birds
To-
are sitting at the railing, kind of waiting to be fed, because they usually are.
I stressfully look around as I'm packing my pipe in my hand. I know I have a stale, like half of a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
I find it and I like start as I'm like lighting my pipe with magic, like tearing up because I've mastered pipe magic.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm proficient in anything in this game, it's pipe magic.
Pipe magic.
I start tearing up the bread and like tossing it to the birds and just kind of waiting for all the others to show up. And as I sit there, I think of like what I need to do during the day, where I'm going to go, so on and so forth.
All right, cool. So yeah, the day goes by. You remember that about everything that happened yesterday, and you were like, okay, I gotta get to the low district. Gotta get to find where this guy is, or get to where this dwarf is, the Thin Legacy, and it's just ale bottom. And then you remember that, oh my god, today the leg is going to be finished.
Like is gonna be finished. Oh shit. That's not done till tonight though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like panic.
I've got a day. I just kind of like resituate my satchel and make sure that I have like a decent amount of materials to make me through the day. Like after yesterday, I'm very paranoid about what may befall me.
Yeah.
And I start to make my way. I like as I exit the library, there's like a book delivery wagon, who usually makes its way towards the warehouse district.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like wave them down, and they know me, and I ask them for a ride over to the low district.
Yeah, they can stop you close as they can. If you're looking at the map, there is
Like even over the river, I don't care.
Yeah, there is a. Okay, yeah, they can do that too. There's a main street that goes from the Noble District to the Warehouse District.
Mhm.
They take you on that street, and they could take you across the bridge, or they can drop you off at the bridge.
Yeah, I mean, if they can
Probably
take me
easier.
across the bridge, that'd be great.
If they take you across the bridge, you'd be in the Warehouse District, and then you would not be in the Low District. The closest probably would be dropping off at the bridge. So yeah, they'll drop you off the bridge, and then you just have to walk or find
right.
a new way into the Low District. But I mean, it's right outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make your way. It's a pretty peaceful morning. The Low District is not. It's really old buildings, but a lot of new life there.
So it's like Washington Heights.
Yeah. It's
Hell
there's,
well away.
yeah, it probably was the slums at one point. It's picking up now, because of course the palace and everything, and of course the guard population and the sworn population and presence there is, of course, much more than it used to be. There used to be old gardens that seem to be kept up by some people, but it's relatively trashy, but also not nearly as bad as the other day when you went to the slums.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you could see at some points down some streets, you could see the water, and you could see trade boats coming into some of the docks. And then you also notice another barrel just on the corner of the street.
One of them.
Yep.
I approach the barrel and just see if there's anything in it.
The barrel lid is on top, but it can be. Yeah, you remove the lid and you see there's like a little parchment or something in the bottom.
What does it say?
It says, "For your brew, meet me in the circle in the square."
I pick up the barrel, like with the note in it. Like I looked down into the barrel to read the note. I didn't really touch it, and then I just pick up the whole barrel.
Okay.
And like put it on my shoulder and take it with me to the square.
Okay. You can't find many. There's not really a square part. Maybe they're talking about a block. Actually, it'll be meet me the pupil in the eye. That's
The
what it'll
people
be.
in the eye.
You may want to look at the map.
Yeah. Well, I am looking at the map, but I don't know what that means.
or
The
look-
pupil in the eye.
Or look at the map, the close-up, like a close-up map.
I am looking at the close-up map.
Oh, okay. Not the handout, the actual one.
Oh, what do you mean?
I guess I'll try to move my.
No, I looked at like the quote-unquote the Evervale map, if that's what you meant.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying the Evervale map, the map that you are on, you can see it's a big close-up map, right? Here, I'll probably make it a little easier for you.
Here, I just have to zoom out. I didn't know that was like a real map.
Oh yeah, that's the entire map. So you could zoom out the whole way, and then it's still not a lot, but it's not as far as obviously the handout.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, that's
purple-
much better.
Yeah, look for the purple feather. In the low district.
I see it.
Okay. So yeah, you're in the low district. You're just scanning around. Make an insight check or some sort of intelligence based.
Gotta open my character sheet.
Or is it wisdom?
My wisdom check is
Yeah, intelligence. Yeah.
oh, my intelligence is a +3.
Yeah. So you wanna what skills?
D20 +3.
Yeah, you could, but I'm trying to see what the skills. What intel skills there are? Arcana, history.
Insight, history, investigation.
Do investigation.
Investigation. Aw, come on.
All right.
Rude.
You do notice that right here, where I moved the feather.
Yeah, I can see. I know what you mean.
Yeah, there's a small kind of looks like to be it looks like to be a gazebo in the middle of this triangular square, quote unquote. And you're thinking maybe this could be the eye? Come on up.
I just kind of make my way over into the gazebo while carrying this stupid
Cask,
barrel
yeah.
with me.
Yeah, so you place it.
I just kind of like set it down in the middle of the gazebo and sit on it
Okay.
and like start smoking my pipe. I have a pipe problem.
Yeah, as you do. Okay, so you noticed a a figure walks over to you. Looks short and wide, in a cloak, and he kind of hobbles up to you, and he, no, without lifting his cloak. What business do you have here?
I like cover.
You looking to buy?
I like cross my arms so that I can cover the kind of the like scrabble cloth, purple cloth I have on, like the remnants of what makes me look like I'm part of Rolfane. And go. I mean, if you're willing to sell, I'm willing to buy.
This cat won't. I'm trying to draw something here, and the cat just keeps nuzzling my arm. And I'm trying to... Okay.
Oh dang! There's a cat trying to cuddle with you.
I know, and I'm like, it's so annoying because I'm trying to like draw, and the cat keeps clicking the button because she's nuzzling my, she's headbutting. Okay.
Well, she just wants to play, Cord. Make her a character.
I know. I'm gonna make everybody a character. It seems.
God.
Jeez.
I'll make your cat a character.
Thank you. Oh jeez, that was the worst. So yeah, I'm gonna just bring you to here. Gotta put your token on here, jeez.
If you want to like take some time to draw something, I'll like go get a snack or something.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And I'll be back when you've drawn something.
Okie doke. I'll be here.
Yo,
Yo.
finished drawing yet, you nerd?
Such a nerd.
LOL.
Almost.
All right, take your time.
Okay, I'm done.
Cool.
Okay, so the dwarf. Sorry, I don't even remember what we were saying. The dwarf goes.
You're looking to buy?
I'm looking to.
Not even lifting his head.
Refill?
I'm look. What was that?
Are you looking to buy or refill?
And he points to the barrel.
I would like to refill if I can. I've heard that might not be what you do.
I do. Got the coin?
How much?
It's 125.
125. Is there any way I can talk you down?
What's your story?
If there's a,
Why do you need
I mean,
at my ale?
if I can support your cause, I would absolutely appreciate it. If there's any way I can share what your item, what your I'm like really losing it, and he's like just kind of
Yeah.
shuddering and shaking a little bit.
No,
Um,
really worried. Yeah.
Like I'll advertise if I'll do what you need. I just
I don't need
I
much
just have peop-
advertising. If I have too much, then sworn will.
it
And then he actually kind of raises his eyes, or he raises the hood, and you see a dwarven face, and he looks at you, and then he kind of his eyes widen, and then he proceeds to turn and run.
please
Roll
don't go.
Initiative.
Dang.
Actually, you could say what you need to say. There's no text.
Can I try to reason with him?
Yeah.
I don't want to arrest you or hurt you in anything. I wish to learn about your magics. I know that sounds easy, but I
Doesn't sound very, sworn of you.
I am not very.
No. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I am not very sworn myself.
He's over here at this point.
Goes, nope, can't trust you. You've killed my family. You've slain my family. I can't.
Who have I killed? Who have I slain? Tell
You
me.
and your pigs.
And you see actually that he claps his hands, and then he pushes the air. And when he pushes the air, you see out of like thin air this bubble of a barrel bubbles into existence, and then it just all the physics of it snap into reality, and then it starts rolling towards you.
Can I dodge it?
Yeah, it's very far away at this point. It's only back here.
Oh, okay. Then I just step out of the way.
Yeah.
No, I have not hurt anybody. I have been hurt myself. I am from. I'm like super hesitant to bring up my own history, but I am a frostback myself. I am descended from magic. I just wish to learn more about my past, if you would indulge me.
He kind of turns and runs still. Doesn't seem like he
All
trusts
right.
you.
Should I roll for initiative?
Yes.
All right.
One of them flashbacks.
Right before initiative, actually, this barrel lands right next to you, or it hits the gazebo, and then just this black ooze comes out of nowhere, or it comes out of the inside of the barrel, and some of it splashes on you, and it burns a little bit.
I definitely step away.
Yeah. So yeah, now it's initiative.
It's not letting me. I don't have a token to
this is
roll
weird.
for initiative. Apparently.
Click. Oh, sorry. Click. Click your token and then go and do the initiative.
What do you mean? Click the token?
Click your token.
Like what?
Your token in the gazebo. Are you there? Are you on the map? Yeah.
I'm on the map, but it's not letting me click on him.
I just.
Oh,
gave
there
you-
it is.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
I just gave you permission. No, it's okay. And now try to do that. Try to click it that way.
It says I
Still not.
did. Yeah, attempt to use a roll commanding looking for a value of selected token.
There you No, that's investigation.
Yeah, I'll
Try,
refresh. I'll refresh the page
Yeah.
as per usual. Ba-da-ba, oh, come on. Just finish loading. Don't be a dick. Rolling 1d20. Like, come on. Like, come on. Let me go all dang gay on this shit. Initiative. Oh, yeah. There it is. Roll a 5. I think that's the lowest initiative I've ever rolled.
Yeah. That's
Like, ever.
the turns. That's the turns. Okay. So that's 5. 5 to add. Give this guy a turn. He's gonna double his move. And go right up here. It is your turn.
What did he do?
He kept running. You see, he ran around the building. Where he came from.
Wait, is he up? So he's up on that staircase
Yes.
thing?
He ran around the building, yeah.
I'm just having a hard time telling what the scale is for this.
This is, I think, 5 feet still.
Okay.
You can double your move if you want. What's your move? 30, I think? So you can move 60 this round.
So, like, here.
Yeah, and then...
How did he move that far, then? Because he was right next to me.
Oh, because during the turn, he kept moving. Or during that conversation, he was moving, and then he clapped, and then he was here.
Oh, come on. Rude.
Not rude.
Rude.
I've been moving the token. He was here when we started.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my whole turn to...
Alright, that's fine.
How far can I move?
You
Like
can move
there?
60.
There?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. You start hearing you hear a clap again, and like some sort of dwarven word, and then actually no, some sort of a word that you haven't heard,
Rashi.
and then he claps, and then you start hearing. It's kind of as if something's rolling down the staircase. Your turn.
I'm still, like, calling out after him, trying to explain that I mean no harm. I can move 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
You can move there and then still do an action.
great. I move here. I kind of edge my way towards the building and slip around the wall.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay.
And I'm going to use Ray of Frost to try to freeze him where he stands.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't natural. That's fine. Yeah, you hit him. Roll that damage.
Do I have to do damage? I don't want to hurt him. I just want to keep him
yeah,
where
you
he
can
is
do-
so I can talk to him.
You can do subdual damage, and subdual damage is his regular hit points, and then earn like
Okay.
non-lethal damage. So you're
Okay.
you could submit him. Oh, you just did it. Okay, 10. Cool. All right, yeah. So his turn. Yeah, the ice shoots from your fingers. Are you trying to get his feet?
Yeah, I just want to keep him where he is so I can have a real conversation with him.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him right in his boots, and he moves over to here and he claps his fingers again, or claps his hands again, and you hear a blop, and then out comes another barrel.
What an asshole. So it didn't work at all?
No, you did the non-lethal damage, but it didn't stay in one spot. No.
He's still attacking.
Come on. What a jerk.
Yeah,
Alright. Oh, so there's 2 barrels now?
Yeah, you just summoned another one.
Are they constantly moving, or are they in the same spot?
They're constantly moving. This one moved last turn. It was here. Now it's here. This one moved. Now it's here. Actually, this one should be here. Sorry.
Yeah. Can I try to go between them?
Yes. Make you have to make a
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yes.
Damn. Or athletics, I mean. Or acrobatics.
You could do one or the other. Depends on speed or just flight.
14.
Cool. So yeah, your ankle is actually run over by one of the.
Oh, come on.
No, you're fine. You made it, but I mean, like you're not run over, but you feel the barrel graze your ankle as you sprint, or you kind of leap through these 2 barrels
Great.
that are
Cool.
moving fast. And you still have, you can still do something.
I still have a second action. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to use Ray of Frost again to try to freeze him in the same spot.
Okay.
Or can I try to reason with him for another turn? Like,
Yeah, you can reason. You can reason. You could be like a persuade check, but you wouldn't be doing damage. You'd be rolling to persuade.
I mean, I don't want to do damage. I just want to talk to him.
Sure, speak to him. He seems very mad and kind of as if determined.
Look, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to fight right now. I would just like to talk to you about your magic. I mean no harm. I know I have pledged myself to Rolfane, but that means nothing for my. Well, that means nothing for my character. I suppose that means a lot for my character, and I apologize for that. But I just need to know. I don't mean to stop you. I mean to help you.
Roll your persuasion?
I tried rolling it, but I might have to refresh. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
That's annoying.
Oh, come on. Mapping dungeons. Rolling a d20. And then marked. And card sheet. And skill. Persuasion.
He goes, you may not have any plans of hurting me or any attacking me, but what about your friends?
Friends. Bless you. Is that a bless you?
Yeah, a little coffee. Little cough.
Your other sworn.
Do you think any other sworn will pledge themselves to me? I am a marked. I have no friends. I have no companions. I have nothing. If anything, I wish to use the sanctity that Rolfane gave me to save magic.
Roll a persuasion. Or
Just roll the persuasion.
Yeah, roll a 7.
All right. What do you want to know?
I just want to know where your ale comes from and if it actually has magical properties or if it's just myth. If you truly don't trust me, then I understand and I will let you go. But I hope that you will understand me as a scholar.
Come with me.
And he waddles, takes his cudgel,
and he uses that as a cane and waddles down the stairs that you guys were just in, or the stairs of that building, and it's hey, thanks. Like, so yeah, he covers, or he follows. I'm sorry, he walks you into the building, and it's kind of like this open warehouse. Nothing much is in it, and then he opens up a tile on the ground that, or a trapdoor that opens up, and as you descend, it goes down. It goes down into a tunnel, like this underground dug tunnel, and it's wide enough for you to walk barely with your head hunched over. He fits comfortably, but there are these shelves of these barrels, and the same barrels that he was summoning, and those are and they all have that mark on it that you saw earlier, that logo. And he's got one that has a tap in it, and he pulls over a stein, and then he goes, "Well, see for yourself." And he takes out he takes out this some sort of device. He flicks a button, and these two arms come out of the sides of it, and this dart flies into your leg, a crossbow bolt. You take probably about 3 damage into the leg, and then he slides you, and then he comes over you with the cane again. As you kind of wince in pain, he just gives you the ale, and he cheerses with you and drinks the sludge. And then wipes the thick, frothy beer off of his mustache and beard. Actually, you see, he actually kind of doesn't really wipe it off as he does rub it in more. Hey, don't be sorry. It's fine. One of the viewers is just like, hey, don't need to disturb you. But yeah, so the dwarf is...
You're not disturbing. It's so nice.
It's so nice for you to stop by. Believe me, we like it.
Thanks.
Thanks so much. So yeah,
Thanks.
he blood is trickling down your leg, and
Yeah.
Do you take a gulp of this?
I look at him and I do like a quadruple take, and I'm like, and then I just
All right.
toss it back. And my character is not a drinker,
Yeah, you do get
so there's a lot of winцing and
Very-
hard gulping, and
you get a very wincy, and you get very buzzed at just from you get a good buzz from drinking that.
Yeah.
And then he kind of laughs.
You're supposed to rub it on your leg.
He was chilling me out, but he just takes some from his own cup and then pounds it like a paste, and then rubs it onto your leg and into the wound. It hurts while a dwarf is thumbing your wound.
Sounds dirty.
Yeah, it's real dirty. He pulls the bolt out, and then he starts doing that. He pulls it out and then covers it like he would a leaky balloon or a leaky bag, and he just and then covers it and then starts rubbing the wound. And then your wound starts to close, and it feels really good. It's it's this kind of this tickling sensation, and then it feels fine. And he's like,
Does Rolfane's beer do that?
I'm tipsy now. I'm just kind of sitting on the ground with the stein in hand, hoping and dreaming that more will just come out of the stein.
yeah.
And I go, I mean, I can only dream that Rolfing would do anything that good.
And he's like,
You're very open about your god.
I'd be very open about your disbelief in your god.
Rolfane is not my god per se, as much as an employer.
So you, as a sworn, and devout your life to be one of them, and to learn it and to be blessed and to be pardoned. You just did it for the job.
I just kind of point the stein in his face. I'm like, more.
Yeah,
Like,
he kind of as he's finishing or still talking about the as he's talking and like finishing his sentence, he pours some of his stein into yours.
Just careful now, boy.
Now, I'm not a drinker,
I've
but
noticed.
this.
Well, you
is-
are a human, and humans are drinkers.
I have dragon blood. I don't know what that means, but
I have dwarven blood.
I can tell that by your stature, my friend.
Thank you.
They cheers he tries to at
Yeah, he
least,
cheers back.
and he misses almost
And
entirely.
he
Um,
fills up another cup and he chugs it.
I try to chug, and then I just spit it back into the cup and sip it slowly.
All right.
But Rolfane paid off for my family. I'm not here by my own choice, but if it's between dying and helping magic, what choice do I have?
Yeah. I guess.
What
Did
would
want-
you do?
Well, I guess I would probably do the same. It's a hard decision. You take guts. You've got some guts on you, boy, for trying to restore magic in such a dry place. The heart of this whole evil inside the very city itself. That takes guts.
Thanks, but
What?
I do appreciate that. I'm like being very touchy-feely drunk right now. And I like kind of put my
He just casually like slaps and paws your hands off as you.
I like go to put my hand on his shoulder, but he's so low to the ground that I just kind of fall down.
Yeah. Well, you're also very hunched over. You probably are in Indian style and fit nicely in this tunnel, this storehouse. But
Yeah.
this tunnel actually keeps going until you see like the stone. It goes up then, and then there's like the stone, same material as the gazebo you were standing on, just like a stone surface, and it's like cut as well. And you can see the light from the day piercing through the tiles. You could see the barrel that you were sitting on through the tile, or you can only assume the shadow of the barrel is there.
Look, dwarf, friend. I'm like attempting to light my pipe, but I'm all the way over here with fire.
Yeah.
And I just kind of give up and start pointing with my pipe at him. I mean to keep you safe. I don't want to be a burden or someone to drag your helpfulness down, because you're healing people. That's
Yes.
good. I like that. But I would say in the next couple of months, just keep it down, keep it down. Just keep export low, and maybe go. You personally, I don't know if you have any other magical beings who work with you closely, but to try to hide or go somewhere for a little while. Does that, is that helpful? Because
You
I
want me
can.
to just leave, or you
No,
want me to start my business, which keeps me. You want me to
no,
start
I like your
helping people?
business. I love your business. Trust me, but it's 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 a matter of suspicion because I got a bounty. I was given an investigatory case against you. I want to help, and I want to keep this steadily flowing through the city if I can. I don't know, but I would highly appreciate your help, and perhaps there's some way I could help you during this, aside from protecting you against His Majesty Rolfane.
Yeah. Well, I could try. I could try to find a place. How long do I need to be away, or how long do I need to lay low?
I would do it. Hmm. I try to pull out a book from my sleeve, and as soon as it's out, it just falls to the ground, and I just get very anxious and have to pick it up.
He picks it up
Um,
before you go, but he's like,
And he just goes, yeah.
um, and I flip through it, and I go two fortnight, um, two fortnight, and I can do my best to clear your name. Is this your name?
Um,
Is is your name on the ale?
L bottom?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
I would. I would. You don't have to, but I would try to find a surname, something else, an anagram. I don't know. Just to just to hold you over for a while, and people will still. Um, I looked through my book for like a similar rune to the rune that was already on it, but with a different name.
okay.
Do I find something or should I roll?
You're looking for what? I'm sorry.
Just like a rune similar to what he has right now on the barrel, something that can be easily altered so that it's something different technically.
Yeah, you can. He can. You could change his name to.
He goes, I know where I can go. There's a dwarf outside of town that owns an inn named Barknuckle.
Use Go to him. Go stay with him if you can. And in 2 fortnight come back perhaps with a new name for your ale. And people will attend to it. And um can I ask a favor actually?
It depends.
Could I
This dwarf doesn't have a Scottish accent. He's been in Evervale so long that he's lost his accent. That's what I'm sticking to.
um could I get an item of yours that you're willing to part with so I can say that you're gone, that you've been eradicated, and then a return could be seen as someone else entirely or not be looked upon at all. It could be entirely rumor.
As you're talking about this, you remember in your explaining of an item. In return, something sparks in your mind, and you realize that Randall still has that ring.
I will trade you. I will trade you a ring, an heirloom of my family, for an heirloom of yours. How does that sound? And I will return it to you, and that is when I will get mine back.
Uh, Here, I'll give you this.
And that device that he had earlier, he
Mhm.
hands to you.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, so much. Well,
'Cause
I
I won't need this.
I will return this to you as soon as it is out of suspicion. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
And I will. Where can I meet you to give you my effect?
Yeah, you can meet me back at the gazebo. I'll know you there.
Excellent. I will be there within what time is it? I like try to find a window so I can see where the sun is.
He points to he points to the shadow, that line across the floor where the gazebo is, and he could tell time from the sweeping of that light, and he's like, oh, it's actually kind of etched in there, and he says it's about
High noon.
duh.
I
He's like,
will
duh, and he
be
like looks at it like, come on.
I will be back this very evening with the effect. Before sunset, I will be back.
I'll be here.
What are you doing? You're trading an item for what?
I'm giving him the ring. I'm going to give him the ring in return for him giving me this item, and eventually we will trade back.
Okay. So yeah, you got yeah. So he's
That will be safe, and I don't know if I could trust you, but my gut is telling me that I shouldn't trust you. But
You
you drank my ale, and are feeling the effects. So I feel like that's probably good enough. Get up before I change my mind.
I stumble out.
okay.
And I know I have a tonic somewhere to alleviate drunkenness.
Did you leave it at the roll a search? See if you have it on you or if it's back in your observatory.
Is there a search? What would I roll for search?
Investigation?
All right. Oh, come on, just roll it. I gotta reload the page.
Nice.
Why does it keep doing
I
that?
have no idea.
Like, does the page expire? Because it still allows me to like edit my character
It
and stuff.
shouldn't expire. I don't really know. I don't
Da-da-da.
know. I did apply last week to become a resident or a full-time or a part-time dungeon master for Roll20.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was like, that's really cool. And Rachel's like, you need to apply, and I was like, but and she's like, you need to. It's your dream job, and I was like, okay.
You need to.
Yeah, I was like, all right, you're right. This is why we're getting married.
Maybe I'll apply.
Nice.
I'm not a DM.
You should.
Can I
do
be a professional player?
something. I'll play. It's to teach people how to use the app. But yeah, you find one. It took you a little while, but you found one in your boot. You're like, what is this doing here?
So I find the tonic. I chug the whole thing. And
It's really hard to keep it down because your stomach is already full of liquid. But
Yeah.
you kind of burp up a little bit of a mixture of the ale and the tonic, but you were able to keep
this
it down.
this giant bubble just kind of bursts from my mouth, and it's just like,
And then when it pops, so does your drunkenness. You just burped.
and then I just have a huge headache.
Yeah, it's just time lapse.
So I just kind of like pat myself, make sure I'm all here, remember where I am and what I'm doing, and make my way for Randall.
Cool. So yeah, you go. You head to Randall's place, and Randall's there. And oh, hello, hello, here. Nice to see you. What brings you back?
I
Oh no, that was Australian. What brings you back?
I need my ring back, Randall.
Oh. But what about the leg?
I remember that her leg is not. I will be back.
Good for
My head,
the leg.
my head is still pounding. Like
Okay.
I make. So I go to the carpenter.
All right. So you go to the carpenter. The carpenter is just putting the finishing touches on. He goes, "Oh, thank God you're here. I didn't want to have to deliver this." And he goes, "What do you think?" And he kind of like holds it up to him like it was like a pair of pants. Like holds it up the leg and like tries to like do some weird movements with the ankle still intact onto the ground. He bends it. It's relatively light. But yeah, he's like, "So, what do you think?"
I think it's perfect. If there's any problems, I will bring it immediately back.
All right. And so, as he like hands it over to you, he's like, actually, he brands his crest into the thing. So it's like free advertising, right? And then he's like, as he gives it to you, he hesitates, and he's like, I'm not gonna be in trouble for having that brew.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
But
There
if
you
there
go.
are any problems with this leg, I expect them to be remedied without payment. Is that understood?
Yeah, but that won't happen.
Excellent. And I just
Actually,
kind
he
of
goes
like,
with you. He's gonna go with you to deliver it because he needs to size it up and fit it on.
okay. So we go
He-
back to Randall.
and he does just that. I don't think we need to roleplay that. Yeah, we go inside. You guys go inside, and he fits it. There's tears of joy, there's happiness. The baby giggles, which is the first time you heard it giggle in a while. Mommy finally is able to stand up, and definitely has more color in her face now, which is good as well. So, very good. Yeah. So you have the ring. Randall is like, "Oh, you go, sir. Thank you so much. I wish there was more I could do."
There's nothing more to do, Randall, except go kiss your wife. And as I just kind of like spin him around and push him towards his wife on the couch, I just kind of start like quickly walking out the door.
Okay. Or up
Like-
the stair and out the door, out the bay doors.
Yeah.
Okay. And the carpenter is left in there to fit it and whatever. And yeah. Yeah. Do you head over to the dwarf? Falcro?
Yes. Yeah, I go to the gazebo.
Okay. He meets you, like you go and you sit there. He doesn't really show up until you probably start rattling the barrel or making some sort of noise. And then he comes back out again with the cloak. This time his head's up a little and a little alert, more alert than he was last time. And he comes over to you. Actually, he flags you over to the house. He doesn't need to go out of his
I go over to him with the ring, like in hand, just like, all right, here, take it.
All right. It barely fits him, but he fastens it onto his a necklace that he has. And he's like, "All right,
I guess I'll be off.
Just stay out of the city at least for one fortnight, and perhaps if we can meet up here in that expanse of time, or after it's concluded, we can converse about what the next course of action should be.
Okay.
Is that reasonable?
Sounds reasonable. It has to be.
Excellent. Um, by what time is it? I like look up at the sky. What time is it?
It's probably about an hour or two later than before, so maybe two or three.
Yeah, right. By nightfall, I will have given this to the authorities and convinced them that you are dead, that the that the deed is done, and that you will not be selling any more ale here. By that time, I would hope that you would be at least out of the city.
All right. I can do that.
You see, he starts to leave. He leaves now.
And one fortnight, I will be here.
All right. And I too.
You actually make it in. Actually, what is passive? You actually notice on your way out that there is a book underneath one of the stairs.
I take it.
It is his notebook and also a book of dark magic. He's been using dark magic to possess
Yo.
the barrels, or a tome. It's an empty tome, but it's got his notes about dark magic.
Can I put him down as a bond?
You can
What should I put him down as?
just put him in notes. I think bond is for
Well,
characters.
what should I put him as?
Contact.
Okay.
Whatever, Falcro. Flaws, bonds, personality traits. Yeah, let's do bonds, I guess.
Okay.
Falcro, Fneen, Ale Bottom.
Ale bottom. Great.
So you currently possess a hand crossbow, which could be cool, and you also have an empty tome of dark magic. One of these can be used. Which one you have to choose to give to the authorities to convince his death. One of them is an elvish or a drow make hand crossbow, and the other one is a dark magic spellbook.
All right. I bring the crossbow.
Mark is a human wizard, level 1. We just started last week.
I thought I was level 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're level 3. Thank you. No wonder it was so
Ooh.
easy for you to kill him. All right. Wow. All right. So yeah, he's level 3. They're. Well, all right. They're like, can you type so I don't interrupt? No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. We're playing this for us and for you. It's okay. He's a level 3 wizard who just graduated a wizard college inside of the Empire. And the Empire doesn't like magic. They have banished magic completely. The Emperor is a god emperor, and he's a human as well. Obviously, why he loves power. And he's been on the throne for 100 years, and it's just the sworn is the emperor, the Empire's guard. They're called the Sworn because they're the sworn to roll thing. He is a part of an agency who is an inquisitorial agency within the Sworn called the Grasp. There's only 10 of them. 2 of them are mages, also known as the Thumbs, and the other ones are all fingers. They are, and he and this other character, Rohkan, who is not playing tonight, but he will at some point, is a thief who is kind of like the Hound from the Game of Thrones series. He doesn't like Rolthane. He doesn't really give a shit about Rolthane, but he pledges his allegiance to his word. The cat is now biting my foot. And so Marked is, his name is Ier something else, but they call him.
My name is really long and
Yeah.
noble and obnoxious.
Yeah, he's a long, noble, whatever. He's got dragon blood in him, but they call him Marked because he's got a tattoo on his face signifying that he is a pardoned magic user. Also,
Wait, can I say my name? Because
Yeah,
I feel
of
like no
course.
one's ever going to say it ever.
Yeah, it's true. Say it.
My name is Grimwald Nordsigil Frostback the 22nd.
Yes, and also known as Eir, which is like brave, right? Bravery or something. I don't know.
Meh.
But he
Well, Ayer is mercy
mercy.
in Nordic.
So yeah, he's got a facial tattoo that is obvious for neck tattoo. That is everybody. Oh God, this cat is disemboweling my foot. And yeah, so he is right now like on a one-man mission, and doing this stuff. And I'm probably going to put this whole session on YouTube so you can watch the whole thing. It's actually
Awesome.
a lot of fun. And Chet's a Shakespearean actor, so and I'm trained in acting as well. So. No, I didn't memorize it.
What is there not to watch?
No, I was reading them. So yeah, exactly. So what is there not to watch? It's just us. We're more about role playing than we are about the combat. I'm an improv comedian, so it's easier for me to come up with stuff. I usually play all my characters as snarky smartasses, but it's always fun for my characters who play the game, who are all actors, to play along. I'm also a designer, so I try to make the maps as pretty as I possibly can. So that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they also have a sister campaign going on at the same time where they play rebels against Rolfane. These guys are sort of internal rebels that I can slowly see that is starting to happen. But anyway, that's kind of it. So yeah, you go to you head back to Creighton's office, who is your officer, your higher officer, a part of the honor guard. And what happens then? You're welcome. Thank you for coming in and stopping by and asking.
Great. Yeah, thank you for participating and being really interested. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Hashtag spread the word.
And no, I didn't memorize my character's full name because he's never going to be called it.
Yeah, it's either gonna be
But
marked.
I took Grimwald from the actual player guide, where one of the characters from where he's from is named. One of the names is Grim, and I wanted him to be very embarrassed by his name, so Grimwald worked. And Nord Sigil means like proud sign in Old Norse. So his family is descended from dragons. They're very proud of that. And I'm happy that you will stop by often. That's really rad. That makes me super happy. Awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're probably going to try to play on Mondays. I wasn't going to schedule this game. It was just going to be like a very impromptu game. But so far, it looks like Mondays are going to be the day for it. If you follow me on Twitter, I will always post probably that day if we're playing. So yeah, or Chet says don't. So whatever.
No, I meant no.
Plus
Please
talking
talk
too
back
much?
more.
Oh yeah, no. Please, you can either sit and watch, but I like interaction and talking too. I also, if you ever have an idea or something that you want to throughout the game, I'll of course play it. I'm
And
a very
honestly,
yes
us
and-y
as
kind of guy.
players, us as players don't really, sadly, we don't spend a lot of time on the Twitch page because we're trying to pay attention to the game. But I know that we have stuff coming up, and it would be really, really cool to hear ideas. So,
Yeah. So yeah, but thank you. Thanks again, and it's a pleasure talking to you.
thank you. Playa forever.
Playa forever.
Or forever playa.
Forever playa. Yeah, so Creighton comes in. You drop the crossbow or the book on the table?
I kind of waltz into his office, and I'm feeling very cool.
Probably the most cool you've felt in a while. You've had a hard 2 days.
Yeah, I've done a lot. You can see rings under my eyes. I'm literally exhausted. And I just kind of like take this crossbow out of my satchel and plop it right on the table, which is a super dangerous thing to do because it's loaded. And then I realize that as I let go of it and go, oh!
All right. You do drop it, and you hear go, and it shoots a bolt into the wall. And he's like, "Whoa!
Did you find a drow?
I have managed to dismantle the brewery that was sending magical ales into the city.
What are you talking about?
There was a bounty.
You flip through your book and pull out that pamphlet.
Yeah, I'm like,
note.
there was a no. I did this. I did this right. I know I did.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, there was a bounty in the office, and I found it, and I found it here, and it's something, and I just kind of like throw the paper down, and it just kind of goes under the table.
And he's like, "Well," he goes, "Well," and he inspects it and says, "I'm impressed."
But so it was a dwarven.
So that barrel, pointing to the barrel that they confiscated and apparently have figured out brought back.
He goes, that barrel was tied to this crossbow. How?
The man, the dwarf who brewed it.
Dwarf had a drow crossbow. Had a crossbow.
Had
just like my dwarf.
Yeah. Yes, this.
AKA Cord's character. Yes, he.
Randall was good, and my carpenter was different. And
Randall was great. I loved Randall.
I like Randall.
I'm gonna go.
Stop by office.
Ayer is definitely gonna go visit Randall sometimes.
All right. So yeah, he's
yes, he had a drow crossbow. I took it off of his body.
Roll a persuasion, deception,
or deception. Yeah. Skills.
Cool.
He goes, okay, but where is the body?
I don't know what happened to it. I'll have to do more study, but it started to fall apart almost into an ashen substance.
You're saying just like the pack did, or that attack the other day?
Yes, they must be connected in some way. I start like flipping. I like start flipping through one of my books.
Probably
But, like,
heresy.
But like slowly, so trying to like be really like I'm being real smug about it.
Do you have anything else?
This is all I have right now. It was all I could take off of him.
roll a deception.
But deception. Come on, I don't want to give up this tome. Come on, just roll the deception. I just rolled it 2 seconds ago. All right, I gotta reload the page. So rude.
So rude.
But I rolled it like 2 seconds
It's
ago.
an
I don't
empty
know.
tome. It's just the binding, with
Yeah,
scribbles of his notes in it.
Yeah, but notes are important. I'm a wizard, Cord.
He's a dark alchemist, which is a full metal alchemist. He's a dark alchemist.
He's a full metal
it's got
alchemist.
Drawings, it's got drawings about with summoning circles and shit. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, he goes.
What else? Do you have other things?
I came across multiple peoples who led me to it, but I did promise their safety. For their cooperation. Decent men.
Fold your laundry today.
No, not yet.
Oh, hey, Rachel.
Chet says, "Oh, hey, Rachel."
Hey, tell him I got his parents like soaps to thank them for letting us stay.
Did you hear that?
I tell her that I can hear her and that I'm just gonna take them for myself because they're being jerks.
He said, "I'm just gonna take them for myself because they're being jerks." I was like, okay. But so yeah, Creighton. Yeah, he goes, "What else you got?"
Did you have dinner?
I had a salad. I'll probably eat something later.
Wait, I'm probably gonna make myself grilled cheese and some ramen because I'm so fucking hungry.
Did you make 2 grilled cheeses?
I'll make 2 grilled
Yes.
cheeses. Is that Chet right there?
That's Chet right there.
Can you see
It's
me?
me.
No, you can't see him, but he will in a second because he's watching the stream.
Oh, okay.
We also have a fan.
Yeah, I'll be able to see in a bit.
Cool.
But no, my parents gave me like a heavy panic attack tonight. So
Oh, that's good.
Where's Lily?
yeah, great people. She's in bed.
She's in bed.
She's like right there,
thought she was
but
playing.
she's in a
I
blanket.
thought she was playing.
No, she's not playing tonight.
So it's just you two.
Yeah, it's just us two.
You guys should date.
We should.
We kinda are. So
Just my girlfriend on the side.
Yeah. Look at his face. Oh, just me, just his girlfriend on the side.
This is a Forever Player. Says hi.
Oh, how does he know my name?
Aw,
I probably heard
forever
you.
player.
Oh.
Probably heard us say hi, right?
Hi,
Rachel?
friend.
Yo, forever player is great.
Yep. Forever
Number
Player
one
has just been
fan.
asking questions and playing along.
Cool.
Super involved.
Super.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Great. Grenine.
So yeah,
I
yes.
got an audition appointment.
Yeah.
And it's paid too.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Break a leg with it. All right, so hey, thanks. Oh, Purple Heart. So yeah,
Oh.
the actually,
You're great.
Forever Player, Rachel and I got engaged 4 days ago, right? 4 or 5? 4 days ago.
Yay, great.
Whoops. We're a really good couple that were like, when did we get engaged?
Yeah, really recently. So yeah, he asked if you have anything else.
Now.
The cat fell. Rachel
I
fell. Do you have anything else?
I
Congratulations.
should charge my.
Chet?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No. All I kind of say is, well, I did promise these people security for helping me. Good, honest, hard-working followers of Rolthane.
It's funny. I rolled a 4 for your for his. Thank you so much, Freva. I rolled a 4 for his like sense motive,
But that was...
and
Oh, it's the same
no, and
thing.
then you rolled a 2. So I was like, ha.
Damn.
Actually, you rolled a crit. You rolled a crit fail, which is a 1. So but yeah, he says he's like, okay, well, if. What are you doing? What is that? What is that noise?
What noise?
That noise of whatever you were doing. Are you whittling a stick?
I was.
No.
I actually am.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so he says, it was well, very good work. I'm surprised. And he says, he opens up this small chest in the corner, and he counts out 10 platinum pieces, and he slides them to you. He says, good work.
Oh. As I like take them off the counter and put them into my my coin purse, I'm like, sir, I really shouldn't be taking this.
And he goes, no, you should. I didn't expect you to alone.
Well, I just need to serve Rolthane in all of his holiness.
Aye. For Rolfane, he does his salute. I still gotta figure out what that salute's gonna be. It's not this. This isn't a salute. But
Yeah.
some sort of Rolthanian handshake. But yeah, so that's that. You can. I think we could probably call it there.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you level up to level 4.
Oh
Because you did
yeah.
so much. And Colin's gonna be level 3. Still, haha. And
Haha.
and yeah, we'll
Nerds.
see where people end up next round and everything like that. You still have that one quest hook with the trader that you need to find.
Yeah.
There was that one, and then you also have the one about the pack, the people who
Yeah.
attacked your procession.
I feel like the pack is going to be one that we want to do with the whole group.
Of course, yeah. So and there's always going to be side adventures. You're in a freaking city.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Is there dirt in the garbage?
it's coffee grounds
For what?
from my coffee thing. I don't know. I thought it smelled nice.
Why are there coffee grounds there?
I just popped the Keurig open and just dumped it. I don't know. I'm just being weird. She's just like. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it was good times, good fun.
Yeah. And a special shout out to Forever Player.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. I know you've already clicked follow because I think I've seen you here before, but you should follow me on Twitter and
me.
and tell your friends. Also, yeah, follow him on Twitter. He's Agent,
Agent
Dark
Dark
Booty. He's up on his thing is up on the screen as well. I am recording this, I believe, so it should be on YouTube. I'm probably doing
Great.
little tiny edits, but it'll be up on YouTube for the other players to see and other people to see. So yeah, thanks. Thank you, Chet. Thank you, Chet.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys later. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna hang up with you. Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. And thank you. Thanks again.